All right, so we are now on to section 1.5, modeling with linear equations. So we're still talking about lines, and we're going to revisit the point-slope formula because this is the main formula that you will need to use and apply when you go on to calculus if you plan on taking calculus 1. Okay, so the things you'll be able to do after today are apply the point-slope formula and construct a linear equation from a written description. So we're actually applying what we know about lines. All right, so we know our point-slope equation. So if we have a point and we have a slope, we can use the point-slope equation. It's just y minus our y value equals the slope times x minus our x value. So number 1 says, use the point-slope formula to find the equation of a line passing through the point 2, -3 and having a slope -4. Write your answer in slope-intercept form. So we're given a point, we're given a slope. That means we can use point-slope formula right away. Okay, so let's start with point-slope. So we're just using this equation up here, which is y minus the y value we were given. So that's -3 equals our slope times x minus the x value we were given. So that's 2. All right, so we did it. That is point-slope formula, and we want to write our answer in slope-intercept form, which basically means we just need to simplify and solve for y. So I'm going to make this a +3 and go ahead and distribute this -4. Okay, now all that's left to do is subtract 3 from both sides. Eight minus 3 is 5. All right, so now we have our answer, and it is in slope-intercept form, where -4 is our slope, and we know that our function crosses the y-axis at 5. Y equals 5. Okay, let's do another one. Use the point-slope formula to write an equation of a line passing through the points for -6 and -1, 2. So the two things we need for a point-slope formula are the point and a slope. We have 2 points here, but we are not given a slope. So that's the first thing we need to work on. Let's first find the slope so that we can apply our point-slope formula. Okay, so can we find the slope of a line that passes through 2 points? Definitely. We can just use our slope formula. So we're just going to subtract our y values, divide and subtract our x values. You can do it in whatever order you want. Just make sure it's a consistent order for the numerator and denominator. So our slope is -8/5. All right, so we have a slope. We have 2 points. We can definitely use the point-slope formula. And you can choose whichever point you want to use. I'm going to choose -1, 2 because those are easier numbers to work with for me, other than for -6, but you can use whichever one you want. You should get the same answer as me. So y minus our y value equals our slope times x minus our x value. Okay, and this question says to write your answer in slope-intercept form. All right, so we just simplify this and solve for y. I'm going to go ahead and fix this double negative. Then I'm going to distribute our -8/5 plus 1. Sorry, distribute the -8/5 to the x and the +1. All right, and solve for y by adding 2 to both sides. I'll write that in. All right, so how do we add these two fractions? Well, we need a common denominator. We can use 5 since 2 doesn't have a denominator at all. We just have to make sure we do the same thing on the top and bottom. All right, so we have a -8 and a +10, so that's going to be a +2, right? -8 plus 10 is +2 over 5. And this is our answer in slope intercept form.